Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So today is a very special day. Today is the day that my first grandson was born. His name is Dominique, but I call him Pac because he was born on Tupac's birthday. And Tupac was legendary. So you know I believe that my Pac is going to be legendary, right? He's got a lot of strong blood going through his veins on both sides of the family. And so I know that he is going to be a person that's going to lift. He's going to be creative. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Actually, at 8 years old, he already is. Okay, so I'm so proud of him. So to my Pac, I want to say I love you. I thank you for making me a lovey. I love when you call me Lovey, and Lovey loves you so much. I look forward to seeing many years ahead and what you're going to do with your life. You already is such a great joy to your parents, and you are a light to Lovey's world. In fact, you're the reason why I'm smiling today, and you're the reason why I'm going to do a video. So, today, in honor of my little Pocky, I'm going to do a video on black fatigue. Yes, I am. Now, there's been many definitions. The first definition came out in 2020, right? Young lady came up with this term. She coined it, and she was just trying to explain during a time where we were really going through a lot in this world when George Floyd passed away due to being murdered, right? And she coined this black fatigue to represent our experiences, right? But, recently, this particular, this black fatigue took a life of its own, and it's been gentrified. So I want to go back to the basics, and let's talk about what it is, what it causes, and what we could do about it. Okay, shall we? All right. So black fatigue is emotional, physical, psychological exhaustion experienced by black people or people of color, and it's a cumulative effects of systemic racism, and ongoing experiences of discrimination and microaggressions. Now, discrimination, we basically know what that is, right? Microaggressions are a little bit more cloaked, right? Microaggressions could be something like, oh, you're beautiful to be a black girl. Now, oh, your hair. And they just start touching your hair as if, it don't belong on your body. I don't know. Or saying, you're articulate to be a black person, or you're one of the good ones. Stuff like that. And it can get worse. Oh my God, it can get worse. But those are the ones that I'm gonna highlight today. Today, okay? These are things that black people consistently go through, especially on the job. And a lot of times we take it in, we try to ignore it, we try to work through it. We consistently just try to focus more on what we are called to do, what our job description says, and of course we are carrying this torch of all black people. And the reason why is because, as you probably know, there are some black people out here who have said that they have black fatigue with black people as well. Some black people are saying that some of the black people give black people bad rap. Some black people make us look bad. Some black people, are ghetto and all of this craziness. What I'm going to say about that is this. I have learned over time that people have to have a certain perception of you in order to feel like they're superior. Okay? So I have been in spaces, a lot of white spaces, where I have literally been at the head of the table. I have literally been leading meetings. I've been leading and managing people. And I can tell you that though I was in a position to be at the head of the table, I was often reminded that it was not my table. Every chance that was given to someone to remind me of that, I was reminded. Though I was responsible for the table, though I led the table, though I was the one who made sure everything around the table worked as it was supposed to, I was reminded every chance they got that it was not my table, though. And therefore, me leading the table came with some pushback because it was, how dare you be at this table? Now, because this is an experience of mine, I understand that I could be the most articulate, the most beautiful, the finest, the most educated. I could be all of the above at this table. But if the person doesn't want me at the table, it will never matter. And that's even in any relationship. You could be the most anything. You could be the sweetest, the kindest, the most wonderful person ever. But if a person don't have eyes to see you for whatever reason, more likely projection, they will not see you. They will not acknowledge the greatness in you. And so for us as Black people to say, oh, this person is making us look this way, and I have to agree with the way people are talking about them, like, really? I have to say, I am a Black woman from the South. I was born, well, I was raised on the levee, because I was not born on the levee, because I was Black, I had to be born in a whole nother city. I couldn't even be born in the city that I was raised in, because Black people weren't allowed to give babies there. They weren't. It's sad, but whatever. Point is, where I came from, I could be way different than I am today. All of those things are inside of me. Yes, I can be ghetto. I could be a hot mess. I could be educated. I could be well-mannered. I could be classy. I could be I could be all the above. Depends on the day. The point is, we're humans. All of us can be any type of way at any time. But for somebody to put us in a box and say that we're all like this is sad. They don't expect to be put in a box, even if they're having a bad day. They're expected to have the grace and have the benefit of the doubt that, oh, they're having a bad day. And so therefore, we have to give them some grace. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, it's just that such and such husband left. When it is a Black person, we're not allowed to have feelings. We're not allowed to express our feelings. We are expected to work. And even if we are working to the 10th power of the expectation, more things are put on us just to shake it up, okay? Just so that we could fit in the box that other people have decided we fit in. Now, that's sad, right? And over time, it does cause us issues. Now, many of us think, okay, the reason why the Black community has high blood pressure, high blood sugar, hypertension, and all of these heart disease, strokes, and all of this is because of the foods we eat, or something hereditary. You know what I mean. But the truth is, some of it is hereditary. Some of it is definitely generational. Check this out. The causes that Black fatigue has on our bodies and on us is chronic stress, which increases the cortisol in our body, which also increases the weight on us and the stress on our bodies, right? Our overall well-being, and that is physical, that's emotional, that's mental, that's full body. It has an effect. Physically, it causes fatigue, headaches, sleep issues, and cardiovascular disease. Get where I'm going with this? Now, yeah, you can say all day long, oh, my eating, oh, she was eating all them pork chops, whatever. But Black fatigue, which is more than likely what most Black people are going through, can cause cardiovascular disease. Okay? Mental and emotional issues, anxiety, depression, you're on guard all the time, PTSD. And I will have to say, I am definitely experiencing those things. I am definitely on guard all the time because of what's going on in the world today and what people are doing around in the world today, as well as the things that I have experienced over time, especially recently, that has caused me to be shell shocked. And at some point, your body gets tired. Your body gets tired of holding, like, oh. Every time a door slams or somebody walks in the door or something, you're like, okay, let me be prepared for whatever is going to come up next. At some point, it takes a toll on your overall well-being. And it's really not a safe space for you to be healthy. It causes all kind of stuff. I could truthfully tell you, around this time last year, I had so many health issues, it's ridiculous. Right now, I'm going to all of these different doctors trying to figure out what's going on, whatever. Most of the stuff that I had, I don't have as bad anymore. I had to be removed from environments that were not healthy for me. And these are the things that Black fatigue is all about. Now, I know somebody gentrified it, took it and said that Black fatigue was people who are not of color, who are tired of people of color and us complaining and us being ghetto and all of this. But I want to say this. We're not complaining. We're in a space, and this is how we're supposed to address it. So let me be clear. We're in a space where we're acknowledging what's happening to us. Okay? We're acknowledging, listen, I'm being treated this way. This is not okay. We're speaking up. And because we're speaking up, because we've gotten to a space where it's like enough is enough, I'm sorry, but I this is too much on me. It's seen as us complaining, and therefore people are speaking out on the complaint, as opposed to looking at, I'm trying to acknowledge that this is my experience and I'm being hurt by this thing, so that we could come up with a conclusion or some kind of support or a change of the system, which was the next one, to change the system where it's not affecting the overall health of someone who's there to do the best that they can do. Okay? So we have to come up with coping mechanisms to help us, whether that be make sure we're not in environments like that that's going to affect us, to be at peace, to find peaceful things to do, to find support groups to help us, to find therapists like myself to help. You know, we have to be aware, but try not to be on guard, which is very hard to do. Because if you're aware, you know, I have to say, you know, that term woke, right? I know last time I talked about that. I'd rather not be asleep. I mean, the opposite of woke is asleep. But to be woke is sometimes a burden, because when you think about being awake, you're aware. And if you are aware, that means you know how you're being treated. You know what's going on. You're feeling it, mind, body, spirit. And it can hurt. It can really, really affect your overall well-being. So the only thing that you can do in systems like this, especially if the people that you're speaking to are not willing to listen, they're not willing to try to figure out a way to maybe adjust the system that you're working in, is you have to find a way to protect yourself and protect your peace. And understand that a lot of the things you're going through are not necessarily caused by the things that you feel they are. The environments that you're in, and I'm talking about the environments of like your neighborhood, okay, where you're on guard all the time because you don't know what's going to happen, and the environment that we're living in right now, the society and the way everything is set up right now, we literally have to be on guard. We have to make sure that we're not at the wrong place at the wrong time. We have to make sure that we're not a victim of something. We're literally causing ourselves to go inward, and as opposed to being free to be out, because we have to protect one thing that we have left. Okay, so when you think about Black fatigue, I want you to think about how is society affecting you? How is your work environment affecting you? How are your friends, your relationships, how are they affecting you? Are they bringing something to you? Are they taking something from you? Okay, are they being vampires? Okay, are they being supporters? Are they a part of the solution, or are they a part of the problem? When you think about that, I want you to think about that. And I also want you to understand that when you're going through these things, again, your health is affected. The way you work is affected, because the more and more that you are being hurt by these things, the more you're unable to concentrate on the things you need to do. Therefore, there'll be more errors. And then here comes the cycle. See, I knew she wasn't that good because of blah, 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 blah. You get what I'm saying? And understand that you may be carrying some residual generational experiences within yourself, depending on what your parents went through, what your grandparents went through. So that also heightens your awareness. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the Bible because I always do. And the Bible has so many scriptures about discrimination and all of that. I couldn't really pick one. So I'm just gonna say a few, okay? One being, this is Galatians 3rd chapter 28th verse, and it says, there is neither Jew nor Gentile, nor slave nor free, nor is there a male or female, for you all are one in Christ Jesus. We are all the same. Okay? James 2:4 says, have you not discriminated among yourselves and become judges with evil thoughts? Okay, we're seeing that now within the community. Stop. This is John 7:24. Stop judging by mere appearances, but instead judge correctly. Okay. And then there was one that I think that says everything that I would probably want to say. And that is 1 Samuel 16th chapter, 7th verse. And it says, but the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearances, but the Lord looks at the heart. And here's the thing. If people are looking at your appearance, right, they're not wanting to see your heart. It's not even about your heart. It would never be about your heart. In order for a system to work, like white supremacy, they have to have someone beneath them, okay, in order for them to feel superior. That doesn't mean that they are superior, okay? It doesn't mean that any other race of people are inferior. What it means is they need that hierarchy in order to feel that way, in order to stand strong. And, well, I know I'm better than them because they have to pick something else other than I'm white. Okay? But the truth is, in order to keep that system going, they have to agree with it. And in order to agree with it, they have to hold strong to the beliefs that's in their hearts about people who look like us or look like me. Okay? So please, don't go out into this world and feel like they know the truth. Don't go into this world and assume that because they like you as a person of color or a black person, that obviously you're one of the good ones, like they say. All people have good people. All people have bad people. We all are all mixed up. Some of us have goodness in our hearts. Some of us got evil. Okay? That is not what it's about. Just because somebody is saying that to you, that is saying, well, I feel you that way because I got to know you. But that means that if your brother, who is exactly like you, and you know that's a good person, they may not look at that person the same way because in their head, that person is black like you and they don't know them. So therefore, they're going to start off with whatever those thoughts are that they have about someone who looks like you. And that says to me, that's not somebody I would want as a friend. And that's with anybody. I don't care if they're black, white, whatever. I would want someone who has a good heart. And there's some people that pretend it's pretty good that they have a good heart. That, it's in the wording. All you got to do is pay attention and listen. Now, I'm going to sing this song. And this is how I feel right now in the space that I'm in. Okay. Lift me up, hold me down, keep me close, safe and sound, burning in a hopeless dream. God, keep me safe, safe and sound. Lift me up, hold me down, keep me close, safe and sound. Drowning in an endless sea, take some time to stay with me. Keep me in the strength of your arms. Keep me safe, safe and sound. Lift me up in your arms. I need love, I need love, I need love. Hold me, 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 hold me. Keep me safe. We need light. We need love. Love y'all.